The portion that we're looking at right now are your passions and values. And I see that it was one of your passions is working on cars.
Yes, sir.
And I noticed in your book it said that you wanted to be an automobile engineer. Is that still true?
Yes, sir.
Right. So you know that geometry, which is the class you're having trouble with, that plays a big role in engineering.
Yeah. I know.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. On your values, you have that you value money, respect, and knowledge.
Yes, sir.
And in this situation, what points out to me is the respect factor, because I think there might be a respect issue in there, whether it's you not showing her respect or her not showing you respect.
Yes, sir.
So that might be something that you want to take a look at while you're in there, kind of view the way that you talk to her and maybe some of the mannerisms you show towards her. And I'm not saying that you're all in the wrong.
Yes, sir.
But it just might be something that you want to look at. Let's take a look at the workbook on what you wrote down for wanting to do as a career. You remember doing that assignment?
Yes, sir, I do.
You have automotive engineer here, and
Mm-hmm.
we spoke about that a second ago, and that's still something that you want to do, you
Yes,
have a
sir.
passion for?
Yeah.
What about that interests you?
I always liked cars, but I don't really want a job where I could get too dirty. I want to be more of a professional in my field, and I think that ties in.
Right, I got you. So you don't want to be underneath the cars and changing
Yes, sir.
oil per se. You want to be designing and be in the computer labs doing stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
Awesome, okay. Let's see here. One of the things that I've highlighted is you wrote down for this job that you needed a 4-year degree.
Yes, sir.
So you understand what that entails. We spoke
Yeah.
about going to college and the different courses that you have to take.
Yeah.
And even though, you might not like math,
Mm-hmm.
it's still a course that you're going to have to take to get to your final goal.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. One of the questions here says, what aptitude, strength, and skills does this job call for? And you responded, good math skills.
Yes, sir.
Right? So it's kind of the point now where we have to look and say, I know that I'm capable of math, and I need math to get where I want to be, and the only thing that's standing in the way right now is the relationship between you and your teacher.
Yes, sir.
And you know that we have 8 weeks of school left, right?
Yes, sir.
So you've got about 7 weeks until we take exams, which means in these next 7 weeks you need to be doing everything that you can to bring up your grade to where it was during the first semester, because if not, it's going to affect your GPA,
Yes, sir.
which then affects, if you get to go to college or not, or
Yes,
what
sir.
school that you get into, because not all schools have engineering programs, and to get into engineering, it takes a high GPA.
Yes, sir.
All right, so how about we do this?
Okay.
Let's write down 3 things that we want to achieve by next week as far as in the classroom in geometry.
Okay.
Okay? And I'm going to let you decide. And if you need help, you tell me and I'll help you come up with something.
Okay.
What's the first one you want to do?
I think the first and foremost, I want to let her know how I'm feeling and ask her like, what can I do to like improve things in the class.
So that's real good. And I think she'll respect you a lot for doing that. All right, what's another one?
2, I'm gonna ask her if I can make up the work, and if so, like what are the deadlines and things like that. So
Okay,
I'm gonna
so-
try to collect all my makeup work that I didn't complete.
That sounds awesome. And all teachers have different policies on makeup work.
Yes,
and
sir.
she might have a policy that you're not allowed to turn in makeup work, okay?
Yes, sir.
So if she turns you down on that, don't get frustrated.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll find another alternative to get our grade back up. One last one.
Do you have any suggestions?
My suggestion would be to think about where I'm sitting. If I was sitting next to my best friend for an hour and a half, it would be hard for me to pay attention and be able to get work done.
Yes, sir.
Because we're going to have plenty to talk about and plenty to joke around about. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
sir, yeah.
So I think the third option would be to look at where you're sitting and see if there might be some kind of change you can make. Or, if you're not comfortable in moving, just talk to your best friend about, hey, man, I'm really trying to buckle down, so, let's try
Yeah.
not to talk as much.
Okay.
So let's just look at where we sit. And I'm going to let you make that decision. I'm
Okay.
not saying you have to move, but it might be a conversation that you need to have with your
Yes, sir.
friend.
Yeah.
Okay.